JuJu Watkins addresses star-studded crowd at UCLA game. You can't disappoint. When you play basketball in LA, you never know who's going to show up. So when No. 1 UCLA took on No. 6 USC on Thursday night, it was the hottest ticket in town. Many celebrities made the trip to watch two of the top women's basketball programs in the country battle in a bitter rivalry matchup. The Trojans ultimately took the 71-60 victory after a fourth-quarter flurry, seeing USC star JuJu Watkins score 38 points, haul in 11 rebounds, and record a career-high 8 blocks. After the game, Watkins addressed some of the faces in the crowd that she couldn't help but notice. "It's really a dream come true," Watkins said. "I mean, not to shout out anybody, but tonight, Sana Lathan, Monica Wright, OG Monica in the crowd, Issa Rae, Kevin Hart. It was just an amazing crowd, and so grateful for all the fans. And then we have people like that show up, you can't disappoint. So shout out Monica for that. I'm really just like a kid out there, and just living out my dreams." Aside from the stars from Hollywood, Trojans greats Cheryl Miller and Tina Thompson were in Gallon for the massive midweek matchup, as well as the newest member of the Los Angeles Sparks, Kelsey Plum. Even Washington Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels, who's from San Bernardino, made the trip out to watch UCLA versus USC. After the game, USC head coach Lindsay Gottlieb made note of the increased fanfare she's experienced since taking over the Trojans program in 2021. "Look around the room," Gottlieb told reporters. "Just a few years ago, people said women's basketball in LA can't be big, can't be covered, can't be sold out. And I think you guys, her team, us together all keep proving that wrong. So we appreciate that. Magical night. Really, really incredibly proud of our team." Thursday's final score marked the first time the Trojans had defeated a No. 1 overall team since they defeated Louisiana Tech in the 1983 national championship game. As big of a game as Thursday's matchup was, these two programs are still scheduled to meet one more time before the end of the regular season. They'll make the trip to Poly Pavilion on March 1 in the regular season finale, where more stars will likely make the trip. For now, USC moves on to face unranked Washington on the road on Sunday. Tip-off is set for 4 p.m. PT and will air live on the Big Ten Network. JuJu too tough. LeBron James praises JuJu Watkins in USC upset win over UCLA. LeBron James recently confessed his admiration for USC Trojans basketball player JuJu Watkins after her impressive performance in the most recent game against the UCLA Bruins. In their latest game, the Trojans managed to win the game against the Bruins with a final score of 71-60, with Watkins putting up some amazing numbers in the matchup. James took to his X account to show off his approval for the 19-year-old Watkins, who has been playing for the USC Trojans since 2023. With Watkins leading the offense for the team, the Trojans are reigning in the Big Ten table with a 12-1 conference score and 22-2 overall. The UCLA Bruins are one spot below with an 11-1 conference score and 23-1 overall. LeBron James is definitely the right person to judge Watkins' performance in her games. James actually seems to have taken Watkins under his wing after he met her during his son Bronny James' games at USC. Watkins also went on to boast about the various valuable pieces of advice that James gave her, including motivating her to keep going. In the game between the USC Trojans and the UCLA Bruins, JuJu Watkins managed to chalk up a total of 38 points on the scoreboard, grabbing 11 rebounds and assisting 5 times. Kiki Ariafen was the second highest scorer for the team, with 13 points, grabbing 9 boards, with a try of helpers. Next up, JuJu Watkins and the USC Trojans are scheduled to take on the Washington Huskies to continue the NCAA schedule for this season. LeBron James criticized for coaching Bryce James from sidelines. Meanwhile, LeBron James was recently criticized for apparently coaching his second son, Bryce James, during one of his high school games. Just like his father and his elder brother, Bronny James, Bryce James has also taken up basketball seriously and is seen to be a natural at the game. Bryce announced his commitment to the University of Arizona some time back and will be finishing up his high school basketball career with Sierra Canyon. LeBron James was seen cheering and boosting the Sierra Canyon team when Bryce James was playing in a recent game. However, many mistook this for coaching and criticized LeBron James in the comment sections. At the same time, many sided with James, remarking that it was just what a father would do for his son. Plus, being a superstar basketball player, LeBron James cannot help but sort of coach his son, even if it is from the sidelines. For more sports content, follow us at Hardwood Heroics for your NBA and college basketball reading fix. You can reach out to Dan Agulto through email at papadamf@mail.com. To read more of our articles and keep up to date on the latest sports news, click here. Dan has been active in sports since 2016 and has worked behind the scenes as a scriptwriter for basketball, volleyball, and other sports. At a time, Dan has also been working as a sports commentator for CBA Pilipinas. During the pandemic, he has also been actively writing betting articles for Cashbeat and BetNow.